Hi everyone, this is Emma from Twin Flame Infinity. So I wanted to come on today and do a video about chakras. This will be going in the beginners playlist for those of you that are just starting to wake up. So I want to give a shout out first to divinewhispers.net because I have taken this diagram, which you should be able to see on your screen, from them. I haven't done this myself. So the importance of the chakra systems are there are energy centers, and by activating these, bringing them into alignment and keeping them regularly cleansed, it helps us with like depression, knowing our purpose, why we're here, feeling like we belong here, and kind of stuff like that. Really, it makes us feel more whole and complete. So I'll start off with the top one, the crown chakra. So as it says here, spiritual connection, oneness, knowing, formless supreme light. So your crown chakra is on the top of the head, and you can open and close it. You just ask for that or think it, and that's how it works. It kind of opens up like this. This is our connection to source. So this is how we channel. This is how we get our information. If we're doing energy clearings and we're pulling in the light from above, the source light, it comes in through our head and down through our chakra system. You can do it up as well from the root, but mainly you're pulling in from the top, which is the crown. So you need this, with this being clear, it kind of gives you a better understanding about stuff. Makes you feel like you're connected. If you've been able to hear source before, or angels, or whatever it is that you connect to, that's how it's coming in from here. If you're feeling like you're a bit disconnected, then you've probably got a block in your chakra. So then we move on to the third eye chakra, which is your imagination, your intellect, your psychic abilities and imagination. So when the third eye chakra is open, you kind of you can see things, but it's more, instead of it being in your physical surrounding, you kind of see it inside your head. That's how you know your third eye chakra is open. You need to use imagination. We're told quite often as kids that we have an overactive imagination, or we use it too much, and that can kind of teach us then to shut it down. You actually want your imagination. Your imagination is your connection to the other realms. It's your connection to your psychic abilities, and being able to see like different timelines, which that's a whole completely different video. We'll get into it another time. Then we've got the throat chakra. So it says here, speech, communication, self-expression and using your voice. So when we don't speak our truth, our throat chakra can become blocked. Our throat chakra it gives us our ability to speak. It gives us our ability when we're sharing, like what I'm doing right now. If my throat chakra was blocked, I'd find it quite hard to say what I want to say. Now we can be taught, again, growing up and in society and stuff, to not always say what we need to say, but obviously that's bad, not very nice things. If you have a truth you need to speak, or for example you need to stand up for yourself, by not doing so you're blocking that throat chakra. And again, when it comes to your soul purpose, and when you start sharing videos and things, if you don't speak what you need to, again it will become blocked. So then we move on to the heart chakra, which is here. So this is your love, your balance, compassion, and again it's connection as well, because we have a heart connection and a crown connection. Our three main chakras are the crown, the heart and the root. So with our heart, when we breathe in and we bring in this love and light, it's coming into our heart and expanding. And as that light grows and our heart chakra activates, we kind of beam it out. So you might have heard people refer to it as a lighthouse or as a beacon of light, and you're being guided into that. So as your heart chakra opens, you'll become that beacon of light for other people, and they'll naturally gravitate towards you. And the more we let go of traumas, the happier we get, rising our vibration. Our heart chakra opens more, our light shines more, and it just becomes bigger and brighter. We feel more balanced, we feel compassion and love. Our forgiveness is there, our ability to forgive things. Solar plexus, this is your willpower, your drive, your control to freedom to be oneself. So when this chakra is blocked, you might feel like you don't know what your purpose is. You might feel like you're not connected. You can feel depression and things. So again, bringing in the light, we can bring it down into the solar plexus and activate it and cleanse it that way. Then we move on to the sacral chakra. This is your sexual drive, your passion, your creativity and your reproduction. So when this chakra is blocked, you might not be able to create things. If you're normally good at writing and it's just not flowing, it could be your sacral chakra. If you're a musician, again, things aren't coming, you just feel that wall's up, could be a sacral chakra. If your sex drive is feeling really low or even overactive, that could be a block, an issue with your sacral chakra. So then we have the root chakra, that's at the bottom, at the base of the spine. So this is your survival, instinct, security, material drive and your safety. This is your connection to earth. This is feeling like you belong. So when you suffer with depression and stuff and you're feeling those things, it could actually be that your root chakra is blocked. Of course, there's traumas, and if you're in a toxic relationship and things like that, that obviously does make you feel that way. But also, it causes a block in your root chakra, which kind of makes that worse. When your root chakra is not blocked and you are feeling connected and you're grounded, which I'll go through in a minute, it kind of takes away from that. It's a lot easier to deal with. So grounding is really important. We have to ground from the root chakra. We ground our energies into Mother Earth. So we get source light from above, and we also get light, earth light or Mother Earth light from below. So when we breathe in, we can breathe in love and light from above. But when we're grounding, what we want to do is, you can either walk on grass in bare feet is really good. Getting out in nature is really good for grounding. You naturally just ground. Some people will hug trees, and you kind of get the energy from the earth and Mother Earth, and it makes you feel grounded. It gives you that supported feeling, so you don't feel like you're up in the clouds and all floaty and things. And again, it takes away from that depression a lot more, kind of things like that. So to ground, you can also, if you can't get out in nature and you're just in the house, if you've got a plant, anything alive, you can touch your plant and do it that way. Kind of take a deep breath in for 3, hold for 3, and then release for 3. Whilst you're holding that plant, and imagine your energies grounding into Mother Earth. Or another way to do it is imagine a cord coming out of your root chakra, so from the bottom of your spine, down into Mother Earth, right into the core centre, and kind of do your breaths as you're doing this, and you can imagine a light coming up from the centre, the 5D core centre, into your root, and you ground that way. As you're breathing out, you're releasing all the negative energies back into Mother Earth and out into the universe. You can also imagine like tree trunks coming out of the base of your spine and out to your feet and grounding into Mother Earth, and those roots going deep down into the core again. And as you're breathing in, the energies from below. So the reason why I've done the chakra system as one of the beginning ones, which I'll put into the playlist, is because these are the main things you want to activate, cleanse and align as you begin, because it will, if you can do this, it will help you a lot better when you have to face clearing the traumas, healing the depression, anxiety, any PTSD or CPTSD issues. By getting these into alignment and activated, that's going to help you do it a lot faster. So your energy center is the main center. You need to keep this protected as well. We have to protect our energy. As you go further along the path and learn more and realize you're an empath if you haven't already, you'll realize, or a light worker, you'll realize that it's so important to protect our energy and do whatever we can to protect it, because we can have negative attachments, we can have entities attached to us, they can control our thinking. Again, like your sense of belonging, you could have suicidal thoughts if it's blocked, or your energy's not aligned and right. So it's important to ground every day when you get up, especially in the beginning. You want to be doing it at least 2 or 3 times a day. So when you wake up in the morning, when you go to sleep at night, and maybe one other time during the day. Or if you feel any floaty feelings, or you're feeling a bit out of sorts, ground, that will make you feel better. And then protecting our energy. So we can do that in a number of ways. We can call in archangels or ascended masters to help us with that and ask for protection from them. We can imagine a bubble around us. You just close your eyes, take your deep breaths. Once you've grounded, you can imagine like a dome of light surrounding you all the way around. You could imagine a bubble. So when I first started out, I like to imagine a purpley glittery bubble around me. Sometimes I'd use pink. And that kind of gives you protection. It protects your energies. It protects any negative energies trying to come in, stuff like that. If people are being toxic towards you, it protects your energy from that. Because we can take on other people's energies. And sometimes when we feel emotional or any other kind of emotion, sometimes it's not even ours, it's actually we're picking up on someone else. So you can also ask the angels as well to clear that away, and they will do that. So that's one way to do it with the protection. As you focus more on these chakras and they become more aligned in things, and your heart chakra expands, you kind of, as I say, put out this big shiny light like a beacon or a lighthouse, and that will actually naturally protect you, because any dark energies can't penetrate that light. They don't like it. They kind of hide away from it. So as you get further along your path and you heal from your traumas and you learn to protect yourself, and this light naturally becomes brighter, you won't have to protect yourself so much anymore in a bubble, because you'll have this natural barrier of your own around you. That's the point you want to get to. So you can look into chakras more about what they do. There's loads of resources online. If you need a chakra clearing and activation session, I do that. So you can contact me if you'd like to book with me, or if there's anyone else you've seen, you can book with them. I do one-to-one sessions. So I do chakras, I do entity removals and things. And I also do mental health trauma healing from using my own experience, and also channeling healing from the divine and source. Or you can do VIP, which is like, VIP takes you all the way through. So we go through healing together. We go through your own spiritual development and your gifts, and also law of attraction, and then discovering what your purpose is and how you can start living your purpose. That's either over 3 or 6 months. And then you also have access to me. They're delivered one-to-one sessions every week, but then you have access throughout the week to me as well if you've got any questions or anything's come up that you want to go through. So you can find all that information on twinflameinfinity.com, or I'll pop my email below as well, so you can email me if you want more information or you've got any questions. So I think that's it for today. Love and light to everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.